Welcome to Spectrum Sphere, the channel where discovery knows no bounds. From the mysteries of the universe to the tales of history, join us as we explore a different dimension every week. If you're curious about the world's wonders, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for regular adventures into the amazing. Today, we're stepping back in time to the Roaring Twenties, a decade of unprecedented change and cultural revolution. So, fasten your seatbelts. We're about to dive into a transformative period that still echoes through time. As we continue our journey at Spectrum Sphere, let's immerse ourselves in the Roaring Twenties, a decade of change, an era of opulence, innovation, and upheaval. These years redefined modern society. Stay with us as we unfold the stories of the 1920s, a time that shaped the 20th century. Welcome back to Spectrum Sphere. The Roaring Twenties, known for its unique blend of cultural revolution and economic prosperity, was a defining decade marked by dynamic social change and vibrant new trends in America and beyond. This period set the stage for modernity, with its distinct flair and lasting impact. As World War I ended, the United States emerged economically strong. This post-war economic boom, often characterized by a surge in industrial growth and consumer spending, laid the groundwork for the Roaring Twenties. It was a time when prosperity fueled societal changes and helped ignite a decade of remarkable transformation. With newfound affluence, the American public embraced consumerism. The era witnessed the rise of mass advertising, which played on people's desires for new products and a modern lifestyle. Everything from household appliances to automobiles was marketed widely, fueling a consumer culture that would come to define the American way of life. As the decade surged forward, two groundbreaking technologies took center stage: the radio and the automobile. Radios became a household staple, connecting people with the world in an instant, while cars like the Model T transformed daily life, granting newfound freedom and reshaping the American landscape. The Jazz Age brought more than just new sounds. It was a cultural revolution. Vibrant jazz rhythms echoed through the city streets, offering an expressive outlet and shaking up social norms. It wasn't just music, but a lifestyle that celebrated spontaneity, personal freedom, and a break from the conventional. As the Roaring Twenties danced to the beat of change, a more profound movement was underway: the fight for women's suffrage. This tireless struggle culminated in the historic 19th Amendment, shattering barriers and granting women the long-denied right to vote. It was a monumental victory in the pursuit of equality. In the shimmering spotlight of the Jazz Age, the flapper became an iconic symbol of change. These young women challenged traditional norms with their bobbed hair, shorter skirts, and spirited independence. They frequented jazz clubs, drove cars, and openly defied societal expectations, paving the way for future generations of women. Amidst the exuberance of the 1920s, the Prohibition era ushered in the controversial nationwide ban on alcohol. Ironically, this led to the flourishing of underground speakeasies, where illicit drinks flowed freely. These hidden bars became social hotspots, defying the law and fueling both the jazz scene and organized crime. As Prohibition gripped the nation, organized crime syndicates seized the opportunity within the illegal alcohol market. The era's most infamous gangster, Al Capone, epitomized this dark underworld. His bootlegging empire and the subsequent violence and corruption revealed the unintended consequences of Prohibition's failed social experiment. The Jazz Age also bore witness to the Harlem Renaissance, an extraordinary cultural celebration. Centered in New York's Harlem neighborhood, this movement saw a flourishing of African-American arts, literature, and music. Figures like Langston Hughes and Duke Ellington helped forge a vibrant new African-American cultural identity. Amidst this cultural awakening, luminaries such as Langston Hughes and Zora Neale Hurston emerged as influential voices, capturing the essence of the African-American experience through their writing. Hughes's poetry and Hurston's novels remain profound testaments of this era's creative power, embodying hope, resilience, and the pursuit of equality. The Roaring Twenties also heralded a revolution in entertainment as the film industry exploded. Silent films gave way to talkies, captivating audiences with a new sensory experience. Icons like Charlie Chaplin and Rudolph Valentino ruled the silver screen, while cinema palaces sprang up, showcasing the grandeur of Hollywood's latest creations. Charlie Chaplin and Rudolph Valentino became household names, enchanting viewers with their remarkable on-screen personas. Chaplin's tramp character brought laughter and joy during turbulent times, while Valentino's smoldering Latin lover archetype entranced fans, heralding the age of the movie star and forever changing the face of celebrity culture. As the silent film stars dazzled, fashion took a dramatic turn. Women cast aside restrictive corsets, embracing looser silhouettes and shorter hemlines. The iconic flapper look, complete with bobbed hair and cloche hats, spoke volumes of the era's push towards modernity and the liberation of traditional gender norms. The Roaring Twenties also witnessed a profound shift in social norms and morality. With the rise of the flapper, traditional views on behavior and dress code were challenged. Society increasingly embraced more progressive attitudes towards dating, dancing, and a carefree spirit that defied the conservative customs of the past. Art Deco, a visual arts design style, became a hallmark of the era, encapsulating the opulence and energy of the Roaring Twenties. This period also saw a skyscraper race, as cities reached for the skies with iconic structures like New York's Chrysler Building, a testament to the decade's architectural ambition and ingenuity. In 1924, the landscape of America was further redefined by the Immigration Act, which imposed strict quotas limiting the flow of immigrants, particularly from Southern and Eastern Europe. This legislation reflected the era's complex attitudes towards nationality and ethnicity, influencing the cultural mosaic of the United States for decades to come. As the Roaring Twenties surged, so too did racial tensions. The Ku Klux Klan, hateful and emboldened, experienced a worrying revival, exploiting post-war anxieties and xenophobia to swell their ranks. This resurgence marked a dark chapter amidst broader societal shifts, deeply scarring the fabric of American life. In 1925, the Scopes monkey trial became a national spectacle, highlighting a deep educational battle over evolution versus creationism. Tennessee teacher John T. Scopes was tried for teaching Darwin's theory, challenging a law that forbade such instruction. The trial underscored a profound cultural divide, questioning science's role in education and society. While cities flourished with new jobs and skyrocketing skyscrapers, rural America faced a starkly different reality. The agricultural sector struggled, with crop prices plummeting post-WWI due to overproduction and international competition. This rural-urban split manifested in significant economic disparity, shaping contrasting lifestyles, values, and political views across the nation. As the 1920s reached their twilight, the stock market soared to dizzying heights. Unprecedented optimism led to rampant speculation, with many investors buying stocks on margin, leaving them vulnerable to even the smallest downturn. This financial overextend set the stage for a devastating collapse that would end the decade's prosperity. In an era marked by flamboyant personalities, Babe Ruth dominated baseball with his legendary home runs, while Charles Lindbergh captured the world's imagination with his solo transatlantic flight. These icons not only embodied the pioneering spirit of the 1920s, but also offered a distraction from the decade's broader challenges. The 1920s saw revolutionary strides in both medicine and science. The discovery of penicillin by Alexander Fleming in 1928 marked a turning point in the treatment of bacterial infections. Meanwhile, advances in transportation, such as Charles Lindbergh's historic flight, shrank our world and exemplified humanity's relentless pursuit of progress. The flourish of literature in the 1920s also left an indelible mark on society. F. Scott Fitzgerald, with works like The Great Gatsby, captured the essence of the era's opulence and disillusionment. His writings painted vivid narratives of the Jazz Age, critiquing the American dream amidst unprecedented prosperity and social upheaval. As the 1920s unfolded, the political landscape too saw significant shifts. The White House was firmly in the grasp of the Republican Party, with leaders like Harding, Coolidge, and Hoover shaping the era's policies. Their governance favored business expansion, setting the stage for economic booms and ultimately the crash of 1929. The automobile revolutionized more than just travel, it reshaped our cities. With cars becoming commonplace, urban areas expanded outwards, leading to the development of suburbs. Roads and infrastructure stretched to accommodate this new mobility, forever altering the American landscape and paving the way for a culture built on the freedom of the open road. As the roar of the 1920s echoed through America, the golden age of radio emerged, becoming the heartbeat of entertainment. Homes across the country tuned in as radio united listeners, offering a medley of news, dramas, and live music, and giving rise to a new form of shared national experience. The legacy of the 1920s deeply influenced future American culture. It was a decade where boundaries were pushed and norms were redefined. Its spirit paved the way for civil rights movements, fostered a new wave of creativity, and set the stage for significant social and technological transformations in the years to come. As we reflect on the Roaring Twenties, we see a potent era of rebirth and revolution that reshaped society. From the speakeasy's clandestine buzz to the jazz-infused streets, the decade was a catalyst for change, igniting shifts in culture, technology, and ideology that echo even into our modern world. Thank you for joining us on this journey back to the Roaring Twenties. We hope you enjoyed exploring this transformative period with us. For more content blending education, history, and culture, don't forget to subscribe to Spectrum Sphere. Hit the like button and stay tuned for our weekly videos. Keep discovering.